Today's video is Chapter 6, Lesson 1C, and we're going to talk about slope. If you were riding your bike up a hill that was sloped this much, would it be easier or harder than riding a bike up a hill that sloped that much? Well, this one has a steeper slope. The number, we're going to assign a number to this, and the number is larger than this number. This number, the slope is more gentle if you were to ride your bike, so this slope will have a smaller number. But both of these are going uphill. Uphill is considered a positive slope. If you're riding your bike downhill, would be a very steep downhill, and this would be more of a gentle downhill. Downhill slopes are negative. We give them a negative number. And this would be a larger digit, and this would be a smaller digit. Let's look at the slope of this line. So this line, we need to find where is it crossing? Where does the red line cross the gray lines? It crosses here and here and here and here. Crosses down here. So we're going to travel from one blue line to the next blue line. I could pick this one all the way down to this one, or I could travel from here to here, or here back down to there. It makes no difference. First, I want to figure out how much am I rising. Rising is up and down. So if I decide to pick this one and this one, how many gray boxes am I going up? Well, I'm going up one gray box. Then I want to know how much am I running. Running is an idea of going sideways. So I went up one box and I went right one box. So the slope of that red line is 1 over 1, or positive 1. We went up 1 and we went right 1. But let's say we picked this dot and this dot way up here. Well, first I need to rise. So I'm going to rise how many boxes? Looks like 7 boxes. If I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I went up 7, and now I've got to run. Running is along the ground or sideways. This is a running number. And let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I went to the right 7. 7 over 7 simplifies back to a 1. So if you don't pick the two closest dots to each other, you'll still get the same answer. Okay, but what if I started here and I went down and left to go to that dot? Well, anytime I go down is a negative number, and anytime I go to the left is also a negative idea. So if I go down 7 and left 7, two negatives, what do they make? A positive. So it's still, no matter if I pick these two dots, if I start here and go up and right, or I go down and left, the final answer will be a positive 1 in this situation. All right, let's try to figure out the slope of this one. So I want to start at any dot. So I guess I'll start here, and I'm going to go to this dot. Or I could start here and go down to this dot. It makes no difference. I first have to go vertically. So I'm going to go vertically 2. Up 2 is a positive 2. Then I'm going to go to the right. To the right is positive, and I went one box to the right. So my slope is a 2. Positive 2. All right, let's look at the slope of this line. Well, I noticed that this is the first example I've given you where we're skiing downhill. Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 dots. It makes no difference which 2 dots. But I have to go vertically first, so that's 3 boxes up. 3 boxes up is a positive 3. I'm going left 1 box. Anytime you go to the left, it's negative. So if I simplify that, my slope is negative 3. All right, let's recap what I've been saying. Anytime you travel up, that's a positive direction. Anytime you travel to the right, that's a positive direction. Anytime you travel down, that's a negative number. Anytime you travel left, that's a negative number. So, what would the fraction 2/3 tell you to do? Well, it would tell you to go up 2 boxes and right 3 boxes. So if I had a dot, I would go up 2 boxes and right 3 boxes, and that's how I would make my line. The slope of 2/3 means, since 2 is positive, it's an up number, up 2. Since 3 is also positive, it's going to the right. If I had negative 2/3, I can either say that the negative is on the top or the bottom. So I could go down 2, so I could make it the negative be on the top, so I could go down 2, but now 3 is positive, so I have to go to the right. Or I could make the negative on the bottom. That means I'm going up 2, 2 is positive, and left 3, 3 is negative. So let's see what that would look like. If I had a dot right here, I could either go down 2, right 3, or up 2, left 3. But you see, it makes a straight line, so it doesn't matter if we want to put the negative on the top or on the bottom. Now, you can't put it both places. You can only put it in one. But if you see a negative fraction, because the negative sign is usually just straight in the middle whenever they give us a fraction in the book. So just you decide, do you want it to be in the top or the bottom? But a negative slope has to ski downhill. A positive slope is climbing up the hill. All right, you have one question for this quiz, for this video, and it's to look at this line and tell me what the slope is. What is the slope of this guy? Well, did you say he goes up 3 boxes and left 4 boxes? So that would be negative 3/4. Or you could tell me to go down 3 boxes and right 4 boxes. That's still negative 3/4.